So we do not currently have a shop. We just have our home garage and then the storage unit, which is what you guys saw in one of our last videos. And we do most of our work in our home garage, which is why it's disgusting. We'll clean it and then like within an hour it'll be disgusting out here again. Unfortunately, that's just kind of what happens, but it's kind of boring out here. It looks just a little too basic, I guess. And we've been wanting to turn this wall into a locally famous mural for a while and just haven't had the chance to do it. So I think finally today I'm gonna start on this. We're gonna do the whole wall, and I picked a really bad time to do it because it's like 20 degrees outside and we don't really have heat other than this little guy right here. But we're gonna try to make it work. We'll see how it turns out. Update on the mural. It is literally taking forever. I have these last 2.5 letters left on the Lowcally, but there's still a lot to get done. And I've been having issues with this camera, it keeps dying. I wanted to record the entire thing. And then on top of that, literally 20 degrees right now, but it feels like 7. So this has not been fun. Hopefully in the next week or so, I'll be able to get it finished. Just wanted to give an update. On the mural, as you can see, it looks a lot different now than it did from the last clip. It literally was so cold for like the past 2 weeks that I kept leaving the camera out here on accident, and I didn't want the lens to crack, so I just decided that I was gonna wait to record it anymore until it warmed up a little bit. I finally finished all of these big letters. And as you could see from the videos, those were really tedious and took a really long time to get done, so that was nice. And then these ones actually really sucked too, because these ones at least were straight, but these ones are like that weird font, so those ones were actually really hard to do as well. But I'm so glad that the text is done. I need to add another star in between the C and the A. So I needed to take a break from this part of the mural for a little bit, so I started on the flames. And these have also kind of been hard because I could measure out all of the different parts of them and pieces, but I was thinking about it and that would end up taking way too long. And I don't think that I have the patience for that, so I'm kind of just freehanding them and referencing the design I made on my computer. And I went ahead and just painted this little section to see how they looked. And I'm actually pretty happy with it, because they're gonna go from there all the way down to the door. So they don't have to be as perfect as the text, but I still want them to look nice. But that's basically where we are for now. I'm hoping in the next few days I'm able to get this the rest of the way done, then we can do the reveal on it. But yeah, that's it for now. Finished mural. Unfortunately, the camera died for the last part of it again. We think we got that issue fixed, but I'm sad I wasn't able to film doing all of these little flames. Those were literally horrible since I had to freehand them. But I'm just glad that it's done now. And of course, now that it's finished, it's like 60 degrees outside, so I should have just waited. I do still need to add a star in between the C and the A, but I'm just gonna worry about that later because I just really need a break from this. So if anyone decides to do a similar mural like this in their garage or painting or anything like this, one thing that I found that was super useful was these slanted paintbrushes. They just kind of have like a really nice tip for getting all the little details if you're doing something small like this. I luckily already have some because I paint on normal canvases, but I know Hobby Lobby has a ton of them and they're normally on sale for like $3, so I would definitely recommend that. Another thing that I realized after I started this was if you have a vinyl cutter, and this would have saved me so much time, you actually can just cut out the letters and then paint over them and then just pull the vinyl off, especially for like ones like this or like areas of this, we could have done that. And honestly, that would have saved so much time, but we just didn't even think about it. So hopefully that can help somebody else if they decide to do something like this. But yep, you'll be seeing a lot more of this in the future videos that we post. Lastly, we kind of just stopped at the store right here because it was already white and I wasn't sure if I should paint it gray to match the rest of the wall or if I should just leave it how it is. So I figured I'd ask and see if anyone had any opinions on what I should do with this. I think if I painted it gray, I would obviously like paint the trim and everything too. But I just wanted to get some opinions before I painted it because if I paint it gray, it's gonna be really hard to get it back to white. So I would appreciate it. Thank you.